Hey guys, welcome to MGH Haunted Places. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 most haunted cemeteries in America. With all the residual energy floating around, it's no wonder people get eerie feelings inside cemeteries. But these 5 cemeteries are well known for bringing on a whole new level of creepiness. Number 1. Howard Street Cemetery, located in Salem, Massachusetts. Salem is famous for one thing: the witch trials. In the late 1600s, allegations of witchcraft were at an all-time high. One case is that of a wealthy farmer named Giles Corey. He was accused of witchcraft and later tortured to death during his trial. It is said that Corey haunts the Howard Street Cemetery seeking revenge for his untimely death. His ghost has also become a sign of tragedy. Whenever his ghost appears around town, it is usually followed by a tragic event. Number 2. Union Cemetery, located in Easton, Connecticut. This cemetery is rumored to be the most haunted in America. It dates back to the 1600s, so it definitely has more than enough haunted history. In fact, it is known locally as the White Lady Cemetery. A lady in a white dress is reported to roam the cemetery at night and will sometimes venture beyond the gates and into the road. Several motorists have reported driving through her just before she disappears. There have also been reports of peering red eyes in the darkest corners of the cemetery. Some speculate that this is the ghost of Earl Kellogg, a man who was set on fire across the street and burned to death in 1935. Number 3. Resurrection Cemetery, located in Justice, Illinois. It officially opened in 1912 and is allegedly the home of Chicago's most famous ghost, Resurrection Mary. The legend says that a young girl was killed during a hit-and-run accident sometime in the 1930s. It is said that Mary walks the highway where she was killed, and sometimes hitches a ride back to the cemetery with young male drivers, but before they can arrive, she disappears. Number 4. Westminster Hall and Burying Ground, located in Baltimore, Maryland. Opened in 1786 by Baltimore's First Presbyterian Church, the cemetery is best known for the Screaming Skull. The legend says that a minister was murdered here, and every night his skull would start screaming. Eventually, his body was exhumed and his skull was gagged and put in a concrete block that stands next to his grave. The burying ground is the resting place for many notable citizens, but its most famous resident is that of Edgar Allan Poe. When he died in 1849, Poe was originally buried in an unmarked grave next to his grandfather, but in 1875 was moved to the front of the cemetery. There have been no reported sightings of Edgar Allan Poe, and his soul is believed to be at rest. Number 5. St. Louis Cemetery Number 1, located in New Orleans, Louisiana. There are 3 St. Louis cemeteries in Louisiana, but number 1 is said to be the most haunted. It was established in 1799 and is considered to be one of the most haunted cemeteries in all of the United States. With over 700 tombs and over 100,000 and counting buried, it is no wonder that most people feel a ghostly presence when visiting New Orleans' oldest cemetery. The most famous ghost which is seen within the St. Louis Cemetery Number 1 is that of Marie Laveau. Also known as the Voodoo Queen, Marie was born in 1801 and would become the most revered and feared voodoo practitioner in New Orleans history. Legend has it that she knew all of the secrets of all levels of society. Throughout the years, the ghost of Marie Laveau has been spotted in many locations throughout the French Quarter. Marie Laveau is not known to be a friendly spirit. Reports exist of people being scratched, pinched, or shoved down to the ground. Another popular ghost in the St. Louis Cemetery Number 1 is that of Alphonse. His spirit has been known to grab visitors' hands and ask them to bring him home. His apparition has also been seen gathering the flowers off of other graves and placing the offerings on his tomb. There have been reports of phantom figures, including ghosts of Civil War soldiers, and possibly some that have died from yellow fever. There are hundreds of ghosts that roam the grounds of the St. Louis Cemetery Number 1, and it is safe to say that this cemetery has earned its spot as one of the most haunted cemeteries in all of America. And there you have the top 5 most haunted cemeteries in America. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.